Good morning and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. My name is Nikki Kirk and I'm selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage, and I am not in Oklahoma anymore. I have crossed over into Kansas. I'm headed to Wichita. I'm a little excited because they have a lot more stores than even Oklahoma City. They're really far apart though, so I'm just gonna hit up one section of the city today and see how it goes, and probably come back for like an overnight or two to get more sourcing all in once. But anyways, that's what I'm doing here today. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to leave at 4:30, but left at 4:44. And it's been a very long time since I have been to a Walmart that has one door closed in the morning. Like, they only have one door open. So it's a little rural. It's like right over the border from Kansas, because I needed a pit stop because it's like a little over 2 hours to go all the way to Wichita. So I just needed a little break in between, and Walmarts are open early. So Walmart was my first stop. I didn't get a whole lot at this Walmart. First of all, I got out of the car and it smells like cow manure, which just reminds me of back home in Oregon, because I'm from a little farming town. And so that was funny. And then, yeah, it's pretty dead. Even though it's almost 8 o'clock now, it's still real dead. So this is clearly not a popular Walmart. I did find a lot of clearance. However, I only got a couple of things. I got, I think, 4 different things. 3 technically, and like 1 is like 2 variations of a product. But anyways, not great start, but it is what it is. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. They had a really big clearance section, like 2 aisles, but then they also had a ton of clearance in aisles. So I went through the health and beauty first. And if you remember on the Your Selling podcast episode with Danae, she talked about a poison ivy type cream that she got on clearance a while ago. So of course I'm always scanning anytime I hear of a lead, whether it's from the BOLO group, a lead list, whatever it is. If it's another seller telling me, if I hear of a lead, even though I heard about it a year ago, I am still scanning. So they had a lot of clearance of that kind of like itch stuff. So I did get a couple of things from there. So that was fun. And then they had a lot of toothpaste. So here's an example of a toothpaste that is on clearance at Walmart. They actually had 6 in stock, but it did not meet my ROI requirements, so I ended up leaving them. I did find another toothpaste on clearance. Also looks good. Amazon's on the listing, so I headed over to Keepa to see if they share the buy box, and unfortunately they get the buy box 100% of the time, and I highly doubt this product's being discontinued. I'm not sure why it's clearance at Walmart, but you never know. So I have a suspicion that Amazon won't be out anytime soon, so if they're not sharing the buy box at all, then I'm not trying to buy that. So again, I left that one here. And then my only other tip from Walmart this morning is that sometimes the clearance prices aren't showing up in the Walmart app anymore. It was still showing the regular price on this one, for example. So you have to launch Scan and Go to get the real true clearance price for there. And then remember to take it out of your cart before you leave, or they're gonna charge you for it. But yeah, so I'm gonna head to another Walmart because other stores really aren't open yet. And then I've got like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ollie's, 1 or 2 Ollie's. I'm not super excited about Ollie's because, as I'm sure you know, Ollie's has been horrible with price tanking. It just tanks so fast. It's kind of ridiculous because Ollie's used to be a real hot spot, even with lots of sellers, before all the sellers who started tanking prices came onto the scene. But anyways, we're going to see what I find there. I have a 15% off coupon that they sent out like in January, but it's good till February 19th, and today is the 6th, I think. Anyways, yeah. So I'll check back in throughout the day and we will see how it goes. Okay, so I've been to Walmart, another Walmart, Marshall's, Eddie Bauer Outlet, Ross, and I grabbed McDonald's for lunch. So at the second Walmart, I did get a lot of toys. There was lots of shelf climbing. I got a couple toys that I'm gonna make my own listings out of. And yeah, I shared some of the good toys in the Bolo group. So just another, reason maybe to join the Bolo group. You'll know what I'm sourcing, because I always share it when I'm out sourcing. I got to the Marshalls right at like 9:34, so right when it opened at 9:30, which is pretty good. I'm always trying to get to the stores that open a little later, right when they open, so I timed it right that way. It's now 1 o'clock. I want to get back on the road by 5 o'clock because it's a 2-hour drive back, so then I'll be home by 7. But yeah, anyways. I went to the Eddie Bauer outlet and everything, like here's an example. They wanted $60 for these shorts, and that was on the discounted price, and then you could get them on Amazon for $28. So I just went and perused and was like, yeah, this is not gonna work out. But there is a couple other outlets, like there's a Skechers outlet, there's Dillard's, I think that's the store, outlet. So I don't think I'm gonna hit them this trip, but I definitely will come back and check them out. At Marshall's I did okay. I got some shoes, which, oh, don't be jealous, but this Marshall's actually has all the shoe boxes still intact. It's rare to find them now, but every once in a while. So with shoes, you need the box, if they have a box. If it's like Adidas slides and like things like that, flip-flops, then they don't need a box because they don't really come with a box. But if it has a box, it's supposed to have a box, you have to have the box to sell them new on Amazon. I would not recommend just being like, oh, I'll get a cardboard box and send them. It's not worth it. You're gonna get counterfeit complaints because people who buy shoes want the whole shoe experience, which includes a box. So you could list them elsewhere, but on Amazon you gotta have the box. I always love scanning the beauty. It's probably what I do the most of at Marshall's and TJ Maxx and those kind of stores. So here is an example of things that happen with price and price tanking. So this Carl Smith item, you can see on this front screen here, it was going for $22. That's what the featured offer is. But then when you click in, you see it's going for $17, and then when you click even further, you see it's price tanking Brenda, who is tanking the price. The reason you don't want to just match the lowest price when you're pricing is like, there's a lot of reasons, honestly. But if you go on to Amazon, so if you were to hit list, then you can click the link to go right through to Amazon from the Amazon app, then you see that she can't even get it to me for like 2 more weeks, which is why she's not in the buy box. It's why Brenda is needlessly price tanking. I don't understand why people do it. There's other ones also tanking below or above her, but below the $22. So it just goes to show that you do not have to be the lowest price to win the buy box. You don't have to do that penny dropping race to the bottom. There's people out there flipping like you gotta flip it fast. I guarantee, even if they got it on a yellow tag clearance, they're not making any money at these prices. And I don't understand, because if we all sold it for even $22, I don't think it makes any money, but let's say $29.99. If we all sold it, even 50 sellers on the listing at $29, we would all be making sales and the price would be steady. We would have a replend. Everyone wants a replend. It's real hard to find replens these days with all the price tanking that is happening out there. So definitely don't contribute to it if you can help it. You don't want to be someone that's just mindlessly pricing and matching the lowest price thinking you're gonna win it, because like I just showed you, Amazon's not even giving it to her because she can't get it to the customer in time, and Amazon's prioritizing the customer. Customers pay for Prime, they want fast shipping, they want it now, and so if you can't get it to them, you're not gonna win the buy box until it becomes available. That's why I don't even look at my pricing, or I don't even turn on my repricer until the stuff has been at the warehouse about 30 days because it takes a while to transfer around. So anyways, that's just a note on price tanking and why you don't want to be a price tanker. Not only that, I wouldn't be surprised if Carl Smith realizes this and then gives everyone an IP to get them off of the thing, because they're degrading the value of the brand, which is huge. I'm sure if you guys sell Nike or Adidas or anything out there, you've noticed like, wow, it's real cheap now. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be cheap, but because Amazon sellers keep taking the price, it's only a matter of time before these brands like Clinique recently, it's like March 19th. So Clinique is going to be gated now for all of us. It's moving up to premium beauty because there was a lot of price tanking going on, wasn't there? And then just a reminder, if this is your first video you've ever watched from me, that Lucetta and Argon Magic, which there was a lot of it at this store, those were sure thing IP complaints. So if you have it in your house, if you're ready to send it in, stop, return it to the store, because those will give you IPs. It's like 100% you will get an IP. If you want to get IP alert, they gave me a code for $30 off your lifetime. So you can just, it's a one-time fee. You can do it by the year, but you're gonna save money by doing it just a one time. You can grab it at yoursellingguide.com/IP alert. Again, you can use promo code Nikki, which if you use that link, it already has it attached for you, but you'll save $30 off. I use it all the time for beauty products because I never know what beauty products might give an IP, and I tend to get them in beauty products. Then I headed over to Ross, which is what I just got done with. I actually did pretty good at Ross. At first it was not so good, and I got a couple like clothing and toys, and I shared them in the Bolo groups. So there's 2 Bolo groups. There's the regular Bolo group, which is open to everyone. You can join at any time, yoursellingguide.com/Bolo. It's a monthly subscription. You get lists of leads. Like I said, I just shared a bunch while I was in Ross just now, and you get the leads. It's in a Google Sheet, and as soon as you join, you'll get the sheet, and you would just share a Bolo once a month. And it's a really awesome community because we have the live hangouts, and you also get to chat with other Amazon sellers and just anything that's coming up day to day. If the app's down, if something's going on, you have a question about anything, we're there to help you out. And then there's the Retail Arbitrage 100 group, which is only 100 members. It's an application to join, and essentially it's like a step up from the other Bolo group. So once you've been in the other Bolo group for 3 months, you can apply to join that group. So it's 2 different groups, but I share Bolos in both of them. That other group has like, the rank has to be 100,000 or less. The regular Bolo group, the OG as I call it, that one is 150,000 in rank. So there's different requirements, but they're both really great groups. We have live hangouts on them, so definitely check it out. If you're in the Bolo group already and you want to know about it, just comment, let me know, tag me in the group, and I will share the link, because sometimes it gets lost. It's in there, but it just sometimes gets lost. And then at Ross, I actually found most of the stuff that I bought in the cash wrap, so that was cool. Multiple seasons coming up, but I did get some candy, so I'm gonna try and sell them out. So I have until April 15th to sell through all my chocolate and meltables, but they had low rank, so I think I should be able to get them out, get them sold. If not, I don't know, might be eating chocolate, or it might be just asking for them back and listing them FBM. We'll see. One last tip before I head on to my next stores is the expiration date. So obviously things need to be, they technically have to be 90 days, but at 90 days, Amazon will pull them and they'll go into your stranded inventory and you have to ask for them back. But I do 120 days. So how I know, I have no idea what 120 days is from today. So I literally just Google what is 120 days from today, and then it tells you. And now I know that's the date. The very minimum date that I can have is 120 days out. So everything I got is like August and October 2024, so those should all be good. But yeah, that's my little tip on how you can get the expiration dates real fast. All right, so there's a Menards here. I don't think I've ever been to one. Possibly when I was in the Midwest, I can't remember, but I think I'm gonna go to Menards, a Target, a Home Goods, then I'm gonna head to Ollie's, which is on the way home. So I'm gonna check back in probably right before it gets dark, because I gotta go. Gotta get this trip done. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm done with my day, and I forgot to mention early on that the Dallas meetup. So if you want to come to an Amazon meetup, it's happening in Dallas on April 13th. It's Saturday. We're going to be at Electric Shuffle. We're going to have food. There'll be beer, wine. All of it is included with your ticket. Your spouse, business partner, whoever can come. They just have to be over 21 to attend, but you can get your tickets at yoursellingguide.com/meetup or learn more. These meetups are so much fun. I absolutely love talking to other sellers and just getting to know each other, and you always learn something anytime. Even I, after 8 years, still learn something anytime I talk to other sellers. So definitely check it out if you're in the area or you want to be in the area. Dallas is very cool. So that's happening again on April 13th. So my first stop, I didn't end up going to Target. I did go to Home Goods, and I got some replens, and I also found something that someone shared in the Bolo group, I think almost 2 months ago, and it was on clearance. So that was cool. I grabbed that. But other than that, I didn't get a whole lot at Home Goods. Now, here's where things get interesting and possibly why you clicked on this video, and I do apologize, but I just go by my day. If you're new here, I just go by my sourcing day. So anyways, this is what happened. So I went to Menards. I was super excited to go to Menards because it's a new store. There are not a lot of them. I have seen leads in the Bolo group from it before, so I knew it was going to be worth sourcing. I even knew which categories I wanted to do. So what happened is I go into the store. Literally, I've been there like 5 minutes. I'm scanning. Right in the front there, they have like a value section there, and they have like a bunch of cleaning supplies right there. So I'm just scanning with an empty cart, which is obviously how you start shopping. And then like a worker guy comes up and asks me like, do I need any help? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And I'm continuing scanning, and he's like, okay, because people have been saying you've just been scanning and not getting anything. And I'm like, people? I'm like literally looking around like, people? I've been here 5 minutes. And he's like, yeah, we don't allow competitive shopping. And I said, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna buy your stuff. And then he kind of went away. And then again, I've been selling almost 8 years, never had this happen before. So then I go, continuing scanning down the cleaning supplies. Anytime I'm scanning a new place, I like go for things maybe I don't recognize. And so I'm just looking at different brands and whatever. So 3 more minutes go by, I'm still scanning, still nothing in my cart, and then a little manager comes over. Sorry men, but you little men have a complex. Yeah, I said it. So anyways, a little guy comes over, and he's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. We don't allow secret shoppers or anything. And I'm like, I sell stuff on Amazon, I'm gonna buy your stuff. And he's like, you need to leave. So I'm just like, okay, bye. And I just like leave my cart in the aisle and like go, but like, so bizarre. Like today, in this day and age, people are scanning for all different reasons. And if I was a secret shopper, I'm pretty sure I should be fired because I wasn't being like secret about what I was doing. Also, don't know how secret shoppers work, but I'm pretty sure your corporate office asks for that to happen, so then they would allow it. But I don't know even who their competitors are. Like, are you worried I'm here for Lowe's and Home Depot? Like, it's so bizarre. This goes hand in hand with like the price tanking thing. There's no competition. There does not need to be a competition. We don't have to penny drop. We don't have to worry about Lowe's coming in and looking what Menards is doing. I doubt Lowe's cares. It's just so bizarre. So bizarre. So that was weird. But I gotta say, that was the story I was most looking forward to. They seem to have an issue with my cart being empty. So my tip would be, don't do anything right in the front where everyone else is, I guess, or maybe they're just bored at work, who knows. But I would definitely not recommend going with an empty cart. So just throw a bunch of stuff in your cart and then maybe they'll just let you go. But people source it all the time, so I don't know. I gotta say, altogether, I have not had a great experience in Wichita, so I will not be coming back. Kansas, I don't want to talk bad about y'all, but I didn't have any of this experience when I was in Kansas City. So maybe it's just Wichita? I don't know, but I have no plans to come back. I've been already wanting to go to Waco, Texas, taking my new car down there and doing a sourcing trip because it'll be a work trip. And also I have missed Magnolia. I need some silo cupcakes in my life. So I think my next trip out of state is going to be to Texas, maybe before the meetup, who knows. Over here at Ollie's, I got 2 things. It's kind of funny because they have a bunch of toys that I think if you've sourced Ollie's last like Q4 or like even right before Q4, and they had a bunch of toys, but they were like high priced, and you're like, what, Ollie's? Who do you think you are? And it's really funny because now they're all $19.99 or were $19.99, and now they're $9.99, and even still, it's not worth buying. So unfortunately, I think Ollie's is gonna have them for a while. But yeah, so Ollie's has got the price tanking situation. I did get some. I probably bought a little bit too many, but the things I did get, I can list them on multiple listings. They're like different bundles, different packs. I can do a 6-pack, a 4-pack, a 2-pack, single pack. So I'm gonna spread it out and hopefully it will hold better than I thought it would. But yeah, I'm just over today. I didn't have a single good experience in any stores. And not even like by what I found, it was just the people. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, I think that's it. I am gonna head home. I'll put how much profit this whole shipment is gonna have here on the screen now. But yeah, I had high hopes for the day, and it took a turn, which happens sometimes with sourcing. But anyways, all right, well, thank you for watching. Subscribe to this video if you liked it. That's all I got.